If you've dared to travel to the top left corner of your farm, you've probably found Grandpa's Shrine. Interacting with it gives you yet another goal to look out for. At the beginning of year 3, Grandpa will come back from the dead to evaluate your farm, which, upon hearing for the first time, kinda sounds like a threat. It's vague, which can be frustrating. So here's everything you need to know about the Grandpa's Shrine quest. The first thing I'd like you to know is that spring 1st of year 3 is not a set in stone deadline. You'll have as much time as you want to accomplish absolutely everything. The last thing I want to do with this video is make you even more stressed, which tends to happen a lot. The evaluation is a straightforward point system. There's a bunch of tasks that the game doesn't tell you about that contribute 1 or more points to a total of 21 points. Of these, you only need 12 points for the best result in the evaluation, and you can get a vague idea of how many points you earned by how many candles light up during the evaluation. 1 candle is 0 to 3 points, 2 candles is 4 to 7, 3 candles is 8 to 11, and 4 candles is anything 12 and up. If at any point you want to be evaluated again, just bring a diamond to the shrine and it'll reevaluate you the following day. I'll leave the reward for the end of the video just in case you'd like to avoid spoilers. For the most part, you'll accomplish a lot of these goals by naturally playing the game, which is the point, but it can be good to know what they are regardless. The bulk of your points will be earned from making money. You'll earn a point at the following earning amounts: 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, and then 2 points at 1 million, adding up to a total of 7 points from money. If you want to check what your total earnings are so far, you can find it at the bottom of the inventory menu. Next, you can earn 2 points from leveling up your skills. You earn the first point at a total level of 30, and the next at a total level of 50. Your progress on this can be checked in the skills menu. Just add up all of your levels. There's a couple of points given based on your relationship with people around the valley. You earn 1 point for upgrading your house twice, which gives you a nursery, and being married. No need to have any children. You earn 1 point for having 8 hearts of friendship with 5 villagers, and another for having 8 hearts of friendship with 10 villagers. All of these you can check in the relationships tab of the menu. And I guess if you wake up and someone's in your house. There's one somewhat odd task where you have to have enough friendship with your pet. It's odd because there's absolutely no way to check this. You gain friendship with it in 2 ways, petting it and filling the water bowl outside. And when it's a rainy day, the bowl does not give friendship. The pet needs to hit 999 friendship points, and petting it gives you 12. So, if you pet it 84 times, that'll be enough to satisfy the requirement. Filling the bowl only gives half as many friendship points as petting does, so I only do it if I'm in a giving mood. You'll get a one-time pop-up saying your pet loves you once you've maxed out its friendship, and there's no way for friendship to decrease in any way. This is the first of the points that can be permanently missable if you say no to having a pet. There's a couple of story events that give you points. First, completing the community center is 1 point, and then seeing the completion ceremony, which happens on any sunny day after you complete the center, is another 2 points. If you chose to take the JoJo route, these 3 points will be permanently missed. Obtaining the skull key gives you a point. It's obtained once you reach floor 120 of the mines, and it also unlocks the second dungeon, the Skull Cavern, in the desert, alongside Junimo Cart. Woo! The Rusty Key also gives a point. It's unlocked from donating 60 unique items to the museum, and allows you to enter the sewers where Krobus lives. If you're not sure if you've gotten either of those, you can see them in your wallet on the skills page of the menu. The last 3 points are from particularly difficult achievements, and very likely will not be unlocked after 2 years. The first is for the achievement, A Complete Collection, which is obtained from donating all minerals and artifacts to the museum. This is significantly harder than 60 items due to many of them coming from very specific sources. You can check which ones have and haven't been donating by checking their collection pages on the menu. Even if you've found the item before, it isn't lit up until it's donated. Completing this achievement will also earn you a star drop, increasing your max energy. As a few general tips for this achievement, as far as minerals go, unless they're one of the first 12 minerals on the page, all of the minerals can only be found in geodes. Regular, frozen, and magma geodes all have their own set of minerals available, while omni geodes can have any of them. Artifacts are a little tougher since they come from all different kinds of sources, hoeing up worms, enemy drops, chests while fishing, and geodes, just to name a few. Once you start closing in on only having a couple left, it might be worth giving the collections page on the Stardew Valley wiki a look. It's one of my favorite pages since you can just compare the artifact's image with your own in-game, and then click on the items you're missing, and it'll bring you straight to the page about it, with the locations the items can be found on the right. The next achievement is Master Angler, for catching every single fish in the game. Once again, this can be tracked on the collection page for fish. They won't show up here if you find the fish in a trash can or forage it at the beach or something. Only if they're fished up or gotten from a crab pot. My best tip is just to fish everywhere. Every little spot has a unique fish in it, sometimes even two. New seasons bring new fish, and sometimes they're exclusive to certain weathers. This is another case of once you get close to finishing, using the collections wiki page to find those last few fish can save you. Also, don't forget to put a crab pot in both freshwater and saltwater. Fishing can be a pretty complicated system, so if you'd like more help with it, I do have a full video guide here. Completing this achievement also earns you a star drop. The last achievement is a doozy. Full shipment requires you to ship every item. It's not as bad as it sounds though, it only includes items on the shipment collection page, which doesn't include any items from the other collection pages, so no fish, no minerals, stuff like that. What is included is every crop, every forageable, every artisan good, resources used in crafting and smelting, and monster drops that aren't in any other category, plus some extras. To fill things in on this tab, the item has to specifically be put in the shipping bin. You can't sell them elsewhere, use them, or throw them in the trash. My tip for this one, don't worry about it. This is literally every item in the game, including endgame ones. If you're going for this, you're probably doing it for the perfection ending or finishing off your achievements. It's not that important when it comes to Grandpa's Shrine. For all of these goals, if you're on PC and want a quick summary of your overall progress at a glance, there's a site for that. The Stardew Checkup, which will be linked in the description, can give you a summary of your entire file, even of things you can't normally see, like the pet friendship level. You'll need to put your game save file in the site, which it gives the location of, and poof, all the information is there. It's a bit of work to check, but I'm sure someone will appreciate knowing about it. And that is it. With everyone's different playstyles, other tasks could be easier. Maybe you got married right off the bat. Maybe you really like petting that cat. Maybe you're a masochist. Any of those other options shouldn't be too hard. So it's finally evaluation day. What is your reward? Well, surprisingly, there's no small rewards for 1, 2, or 3 candles, just one for getting all 4 candles. The Statue of Perfection. Not to be confused with the Statue of True Perfection or the Statue of Endless Fortune. This will randomly give you between 2 and 8 iridium ore every day, a really good source of both money and crafting resources. If you ever lose it, you can go back and get another from the shrine. If it doesn't give you one, then it must be hiding in one of your chests somewhere. And you can also use an exploit to get an infinite amount of them, but you didn't hear it from me. You heard it from this other video that goes over in-game exploits. Hopefully this helps. I love divulging information that the game doesn't want you to know. Good luck and happy candling.